So I want to adjust this hood real quick. It's getting a little bit hard to open, and I believe it's because this gap here is opened up. You want to make sure you've got your rubber guides in place too. It helps a lot with alignment. But what I want to do is I want to close this gap a little bit and readjust the latch. My elevations here are pretty good, so I'm probably going to leave that alone. The less, the better. And first step is remove your grill. Now, so you get access to the bolts, makes things a lot easier. And so you got to remove the shroud, take all the bolts around the perimeter, and get that sucker out. It's not a big deal. I took the opportunity to clean mine up. And what we're going to focus on for right now is not these. I'm going to leave these alone. So these three here, once loosened, should be able to move the hood back and forth. So I'm going to loosen that. Loosen these three on both sides. This is the one where the shorter bolt goes, by the way. If you remove them, the longer bolts go here, the shorter bolt goes here. If you put a long bolt in by accident, it's going to leave a mark in your hood. Next, we're going to mark this with some tape, approximately where it was at, and then we're going to undo these two bolts and just remove this for right now. There is an adjustment process for this thing. You can read that in the manual if you want. The other critical item is if you don't have an emergency release, definitely get one immediately. That is a must for these vehicles. If you don't have one, you're going to want to rig maybe a string or something on this and put it over here and dangle it down just in case during the final process as it gets stuck. You're going to want to be able to pull on this thing, this little lever right here, to get the hood released. Really not a lot of up-down movement here. However, you can see play here, and there's definitely room for me to move it forward. So that's good. So it's the same thing on both sides. You got a couple bolts down here. You're going to loosen these if you want to move your hood up, down to align better with the fender. If you want to move the hood front, back, it's going to be these three and this one here. So what you're going to do is you're going to loosen this one up on the side, on both sides. You're going to close your hood, and then you're going to loosen these through the hole you made by removing the grill. And then you can start playing with the hood gap. These are these alignment things I was telling you about. So that's important to have those in place. These right here, you don't have to remove. We're going to take a wrench, and we're going to loosen these up so that these can float around. I'll show you that in a second. Take your 1/2-inch wrench, loosen up the nut on the bottom, and now this thing will self-align with the hood. And then once you get done, obviously don't move it, hold it, and then tighten it in place. And then if you want to change the height of the hood, you unscrew and screw this with the nut that's right here. But I loosened the nut on the bottom. And yes, that one's a pain, yes, because of the wiper motor, but I was able to get it without too much problem. So here, if you want your hood to go up, down, you loosen these two. Front, back. I've already loosened the one on the back side. And now we're gonna loosen these three. I polished them up one at a time so it'd be easier to see in the video because they're all blacked out. Here's a good tip. Remove your radiator bottle before you close the hood. Now what I did was on the left side I just used my 1/4 inch, half inch, no problem. On this side I switched to a ratcheting socket, and I was able to get at all of them no problems. But it would have been easier to not have this here installed. I could just use my ratchet. I've just gently, you know, heaved on the hood, and it's moved itself forward. a bit tighter, which is what I want. So I think that's going to be fine. And might have to do some vertical alignment once I lock it down. We'll see how it looks. Notice the through a rag in the corner here. I put it on this side so I could tuck it under the wiper, but this will help get the hood up and down as you're playing with it. Get some lithium grease, whatever. You'll spraying all the moving parts here. Make sure everything's lubricated and working well. This cable should be straight with the handle all the way in. If not, you need to loosen that up, pull it a little tighter. So next, let's work on adjusting the latch. I don't want this thing catching at first, so I simply put a tie strap on this to release it. That way, when this comes down, it can't engage. And I'll do that until I think I got closer. Put this back about to where it was before using your guide tape, and it's a good place to start. Use blue tape there. And then this end, just put some grease, any grease you got laying around as a marker. See, it's a little bit too much that way, so you're gonna have to play with things until you get as center as you can. Just remember, when you push it all the way down, it is gonna move a little bit, but you wanna get a little closer than that. Looking pretty good on round 2. Just about perfect. Maybe a little bit higher, a little bit to the left. 3, and hole looks dead center. This will move forward a little bit when it's latched, so I think I'm pretty good now. Next step is going to be to cut this and try it out. That did not work at all. The hood was shoving itself way over here, would not close. So what I've done is I put a tie strap on the latch again. I put some tape in the corners to help with when I'm fighting around with it to protect the paint, what's left of it. I got the spring being held down by an old rotor on a towel, and I have loosened all the bolts up front, all 8 bolts, and I have shoved it back in place. So now I'm going to try and tighten it back in place exactly where it is right now. And hopefully that does the trick, because it seems to be sitting okay. Pretty close again. It just took a lot of finagling. So one thing that helps is playing with this, at least tighten one side, because this does help with alignment, because it goes into here. So my hood needed to go a little bit that way, so I pushed the bumper a little bit that way. So when it goes down the cone, it starts to slide it in place. I got pretty good center alignment now. And then just playing with this, up, down, left, right, until it kind of made sense. And it just wasn't easy, just a matter of playing with this. I just kept that bolt loose and just kept tightening and loosening this one. And then I ignored the tape in this until it felt right. And then I putting this in place seemed to help too. The thing I did was, I noticed the hood was binding up a little bit on this when it got near here. I didn't realize that my replacement seal was longer than the original one that came with the car. So I went ahead and cut it back up, cut it back to this line here. It was going over to here, but it just seemed to kind of mess up this process here. So I cut back this to here on both ends, so that this has room to go in and out. Oh, now it closes. This was the first try. It actually sounded really nice. Real test. Let's see if this hasn't worked in a while now. Oh yeah, look at that. That has not worked in a while. It's been stuck. I've been using the emergency release for months. Did want to see how these bolts are set up. I was looking for that. Anyways, you can kind of see how it's got the slot going up and down to raise the hood up and down. The top bolt, unfortunately, was on a bolt, so it involved removing the headlight kind of get at the space. But this one, the nut is like welded to the bracket. So the lower one's no big deal. Upper one, kind of need to, I guess you could go into the wheel well too, a little easier if your tire was off. But anyways, I took the headlamp out, just so you can kind of see how that's set up there. You can kind of see how easy it is to move up and down now. That was the line before, but I'll just adjust it since I'm here and make it look good. One trick I had to do is these rubber bumpers, is they were not staying flat to the fender. So I had put a little bit of like super glue on the back side of the rubber and held it in place for 20 seconds. And that was so that it would stay in place and not get caught. It was getting caught on the lip, mainly of course on this front left where it was tightest, but now it works. Moral of the story here is you can't follow the manual, because the manual assumes the hood is perfectly square, flat, and plumb and all that stuff, and it's just no longer that way. You have to realize that you got to use these bumpers and the position of the catch, because as it goes down, I needed to force my hood to the right, and or driver's left, and you got to use this and the bumpers to kind of do the last little bit of alignment in order for the hood to work right on an old 50-year-old hood. That's what it really boils down to. So a little trial and error, trial and error.